Hello there. So yeah, man, it's Daniel here. So yeah, man, today was interesting. I had a mock call, and I not like I fuck it up. I just didn't know how to proceed, and shit, my teeth is getting really white now that I fuck. Anyway, so was the first time doing the objection handling after a while, and I was like, damn, man, I really, I'm not. I don't have enough reps, to run that, you know. So like, wasn't that like the framework was there, but like the words, the words they were not there. So that was a problem. Um, Thankfully, like the girl that I did the mock call with, I mean, she's very kind. She's very easygoing. So she's like, oh no, that also, a wasp, no fucking wasp, enter her room. So fucking wasp, man. That was something, like, very specific, right? I can like. Because, like, you can even lie about that shit. Like, a wasp, like, it's so specific. Yeah, a fucking wasp got into her room, so she had to uh, cut it, cut it, call it out, call it out, blah, blah, call it out. She had to finish the call, which was good, because like we did some, like 2 rounds, like like wasn't that bad, but uh, like wasn't like shit, like real shit. No, it wasn't that type of shit, but it's far away from great, and it's very far from good. So like it's half decent. It's the bare minimum. So say, fuck it. I have to, do the objection handling because I get it. The framework, but the actual wording, that's a problem. So yeah, and then like after that, I started just creating again, like in a better way for me, so I can be able to memorize the lines, right? Even though like you're not gonna say word for word, you must have like some type of direction. I have the idea, but I don't have the references, the direction of the wording. So yeah, I did that, and like today, what happened was, I don't know why, man. Like that has been happening, for a couple of days, ever since I updated my room, because now I'm sleeping better. I'm just sleeping better because like me being able to isolate the sound, and like it's more darker, my room. Like with that, it's just no, it's better, like because I haven't been like sleeping like for no ever since I got fired from the night five. I haven't been like sleeping uh much. I had because I like when I got the night five. I no, that was when I started, like waking up 5 a.m. and training. Then after I left, I said, I'm gonna keep it because, like before I got to the 95, my routine was very scattered and disorganized, and because of the 95, I had to organize, and like it was working. I said, I'm gonna keep it, and like that was the best decision for me, because I stall a lot, Sometimes I drift a lot, my attention. So like even though like me doing that, like waking up very early and like already training, I can, put a lot, I can, of course I drift and I get distracted, but I can still do a lot of, get a lot of out, a lot of, output out of my days. So it's not that bad, and that is because I'm waking up 5 a.m. So yeah. So yeah, man. So what happened was, I was again, I was, I was tired, I was sleepy. So I said, like, I was, building the objection handling guide, and I was just, sleeping, like, in the, I was really trying to stay awake. So, I was just like, I was, writing something, and I was like, I dozed off, and then I woke up. I was like, no, doze off, woke up. I was like, no, fuck it, let's just sleep, the best thing. So, by the way, I think I slept for what? I slept for, let's say, 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now that was a hell of a nap. That wasn't like 15 minutes. Like, wasn't a shitty ass nap. Was a very, respectable nap. You know, that guy, the actor, he would hate me. Fuck him. But yeah, man. And then when I woke up, I was way better. I was like, whoa. No, I was feeling like I, I think that was, I don't know, but like I look in the mirror, like even my skin was better. My hair was better. Like I was just alive. And then I kept going with the objection handling guy, and like like my attention was just, like I wasn't drifting or being distracted. I was just really focused. And then yeah, basically I did that, and then I had a group interview, and it was supposed to be me and more like other seven candidates, but like that was just me, which was good, because they're like, oh, he was the only one who show up. Um, I mean, they had a preparation like a thing, like a script you must follow, but since I applied on Indeed, I didn't like I looked into it. Like when I applied, I was like, oh, maybe there's something, maybe there are websites, but I didn't find it. So, but like I had my own things, my own way of handling the objection. But I was nervous, man. For fuck's sake, because I was expecting something else. They're like, ah, no, like now you're in the middle of the call. No, you're in the beginning of the call. How would you, start it? I said, yeah, I would do this. And then, doing the objection handling. And then she said, like, yeah, just send me some information. And then I had, one for this. I used it, and then she was like, ah, no, I just want you to see. Bullshit. Like in real life, that's not gonna happen. Like, it's only gonna happen if you really fuck it up with the tonality. So, yeah, but, I said, yeah, I don't know. Like I tried on my own thing. I tried like twice, and she was still like, "Yeah, no, I need the information." I said, I don't know." And then she asked like, "Okay, so tell me about how things work after you confirm the call and everything." I said, "Yeah, I have to ensure that like in the moment like the words didn't came quite right, because I was nervous. But I said no. Now I have to confirm that you're gonna show up, and then I have to follow up with you, like call you 1 hour before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, send you messages if you don't pick up, and yeah. And she said, yeah, no, they didn't give a proper answer. Honestly, I don't think I passed, and yeah, I don't. Like if they no if they shit, fuck today is fucked up. Uh, if they pass me to the next phase, if I pass for to the next phase, I'm gonna be impressed because I didn't perform well. And like I admit that it's not like no like I didn't perform well, so I'm cool with it, No, oh, yeah. And like also I recorded, so like it was good because then I can say, oh, I did this. I'm not gonna do that next time. So yeah, it's good, And who gives a fuck, right? There's a lot of offers out there. Um, but yeah, after that, I just I was zoned out. I was just distracted. I was like, oh, just thinking about the objection handling. Uh, but you know, overall, was good. It was a good day, and I think like now I have to do like first of all I must really memorize my own thing, my own script. That's the first thing. I build the thing, yeah, like the framework, the idea, I get it. But like I have to memorize, like the references, the lines, and like especially with objection handling because there you gotta be very very precise with the wording, you know. It's just a matter of practice now. Like build the flashcards because like when you write, that's for no, that's for all of us. If you write the thing like the more senses you use, so like visual, the shit. What's the name of this? Uh, uh, synesthetical. Oh shit. Let me see this. I'm curious about this. Uh, wait a minute. Let me see. Oh yeah. So like the more senses you use, so like touch, smell, visual, hearing, the better the information you're gonna your like your capacity of retaining the information is gonna improve according to the amount of senses you use when you're consuming the information. So like you're you're seeing the script, you're talking the script, you're writing the script, physical, not fucking typing. I'm talking about like really writing the script. Like that helps, And if you put like some smell, like let's say, your practice, your script, drinking coffee, for example. Like you drink coffee, like it helps, you know. So doing that, So I must do that first, and then just honing on the practice with the objection handling and the discovery and the pitch. I didn't do the pitch. So yeah, man. No, tomorrow's gonna be Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Like this week passed really fast. So yeah, man, that's it. Well, it was okay day. So let's keep moving forward, and that's it, man. Take care. Let's conquer. Bye.